not going to steal her thunder. Let's get this party started. So, Lisa, please, can you tell the people who are watching what you do for a business?
Yeah, so I started 12 and a half years ago, so I've been doing it quite a long time now. But basically, I help pet parents keep their pet with them forever. So obviously, anybody that has a pet will know the love and bond that you have with them and how you basically want to keep that forever. But sadly, we don't have our pets forever. You know, it's the thing that we have to not, we don't really want to think about, but we do lose them at some point, and I'm there to help you keep those memories alive forever, basically. So I really encourage people to capture paw prints early on rather than waiting. So the main products are the jewellery, really. So I have really nice Inkless paw print kits, so they're really easy to use. There's no mess. You just wipe the paw with an Inkless wipe, pop it on special paper, and you've got your print. I then tidy those up, so you've got a nice clear print, get rid of all the little extra furry bits, and then you've got, that's a keepsake in itself, to be honest, which you can frame. So there's frames in the kits, and then you can also have that made into sterling silver jewellery. So I handcraft all of the jewellery myself.
You got my sound turned up on your...
Yeah.
Oh, so that's just a little notch.
Yeah.
Very white.
Yeah. So I handcraft sterling silver jewellery with your pet's own unique paw print. So that's something that you can keep with you, wear every day. Bracelet charms, necklaces, cufflinks, key rings, something for everybody, basically. Even Christmas decorations at sterling silver as well.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool.
Have you got any little samples you can maybe flash on the screen for us?
Yeah.
Let's have a little nosy.
Yeah. This one, I'll show you the first one. So this is my cat Tiger, her paw print that I've been wearing for years and years and years.
Oh, that's so dainty.
Yeah. Well, this is a little one because it goes on a bangle. So we lost our cat Tiger 2 years ago, very, very suddenly. She was only 4 years old. Oh. So yeah, we don't really know exactly what happened. She was run over, but she was the vets confirmed that they don't think she was hit by the car. They think she'd passed away beforehand. She was, I think, she'd gone underneath the van, which was really awful. But it was such a shock because we'd seen her running around an hour before. But luckily, I'd had her paw print when she was a kitten. So I've been sort of wearing this on my bangle, wearing it while I've been creating memories with her. So it's just always been there. So I wasn't making it under a sad circumstance, whereas a lot of the jewelry I make for people when they lose their pet or when they're poorly, so there's always like a sad tinge to it a little bit. Whereas actually when people do it when they've got their pets and they're young and they're healthy, it's always more of a happier situation, really, which is nice. So they're great. I do a lot for birthdays, a lot for Christmas, stuff like that. So this is a good choice for the men. So a nice dog key ring. So it's just sterling silver split ring here. So 2 paw prints on that one, and then names and stuff inscribed on the back there.
Oh, fantastic.
Popular with the ladies as well, actually. So if you're into your Christmas decorations, I'll hold that one on to turn around. So you've got a nice unique paw print on the front there, and then that one I've personalised with the date on the back too. So I've got 3 dogs. The biggest one I can do is the triple. I've got 3 dogs and cats there.
Oh wow, that's really good.
Yeah, and then obviously I've got the names. So all the names all the names are hand inscribed on the back.
It's quite intense. I imagine it's very easy, intensive work for you then.
Yeah. I tend to, if I have sort of I make several orders at the same time. And with these ones, some of them I don't. It's very easy with the silver. It's not easy to show up, but yeah, it's nice. And so I've got lots of different designs that people can choose from, and everything's made bespoke. So if you have a particular inscription that you want on there, then I can do that because I do everything by hand. And everything's polished as well.
What was your inspiration? I mean, where did it all kind of start, this business? I mean,
well, it started with more sort of fingerprints and hand and footprint jewelry when my baby, my eldest son, was just 3 months old. I saw it being done at a country show in Newbury, where I used to live, and I fell in love with the idea of just having my baby's fingerprint and like a necklace and keeping it with me. And handprints, and I thought, that's quite awesome. Put the leaflet away because obviously it's a bit of a considered purchase, and on the back of the leaflet it was talking about setting up your own business and franchise, things like that. And I thought, I like to run my own business, and so just sort of researched it really, because I used to be a research scientist, so I was on maternity leave at the time.
Okay.
So yeah, well, I've done a few things. I did a degree in veterinary nursing science. I've always been animal background.
Wow.
And then after I did that, I did all my training and a degree, and then I went on to do a master's in pharmacology. So I
Good
did
grief.
yeah.
Your qualifications belie your look. I mean, I'm thinking 21, 22 maybe, but she's got kids, so maybe she's a bit older. And then you're telling me all these different, and I'm thinking, bloody hell. God, wow. A few times. Yeah, fair play.
39.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Amazing. And I imagine that's one of the benefits of running your own business, because you haven't got the stress of the boss man saying, do this and do that and make sure this happens. So that's amazing.
Definitely.
So what are the what have been like the challenges for you with the business?
In terms of business, lots. I've learned the hard way. I've learned a lot of hard lessons, to be fair, because I never really had any business experience. So I sort of did all my research about sort of setting up a business. I thought, right, well, I need a website. So my neighbour knew how to use Dreamweaver, which is quite old software now. Yeah, I know, it is a nightmare. It's it's horrible.
That actually shows how long you've been in the business, because Dreamweaver, I don't think, does anyone still use Dreamweaver?
Probably not. But it was a nightmare piece of software to use. I mean, I didn't really know how to do anything. So my poor neighbour sort of made this website, and I'm like, well, I can't really do anything with it. So yeah, then I went on to use some other software, which was a bit of a nightmare. I remember one of the worst mistakes I made. I couldn't work out how to make the master page and things like that. So I built a website on this software, every single page individually, and every mobile page individually. It was about 600 pages, because I did every single product in all different. It was a nightmare. But when I had to when I wanted to change my logo, I had to sit there and change it 600 times on everything.
Please, what platform was that? Is it still about?
Serif Web Plus or something like that. It was,
guys, if you're listening, avoid Serif Web Plus.
Well, just work out how to use it properly, to be fair,
or just have a one-page website. Good grief.
But it's tough, because like I could have saved myself so much time, but I was like, if I get someone to build me a website, it's going to cost thousands. I just didn't have it, so I thought, right, I'll put the donkey work in, which was obviously the biggest mistake. You need to invest in experts as early as you possibly can. So it was kind of running the business on a shoestring with little kids. It was hard work. You think, right, well, I'll do everything myself, but I've learned the hard way, you can't do everything yourself, and you need to get the right people doing the right things. So yeah, that was one of the biggest lessons I learned, to be fair, is you've got to put the money forward and get other people to help.
Yeah, it makes sense. There's only 24 hours in the day. As a mother as well, there's demands on you that you can't negotiate, really, because kids are the best salespeople and the best closers. So your window of learning new skills and implementing them is obviously reduced. So, bless. So, my favorite question, Lisa. Tell us one thing about you, even though you told us quite a bit, actually, not many people know.
Oh, okay. That's a hard one, to be fair. One thing that not many people know.
Yeah, it hasn't got to be too kind of dark. You can keep anything that's really dark. You can kind of keep to yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. You'll probably be very surprised to know the most unusual paw print I've captured in silver. Some people do know about it, but your listeners definitely won't, which is a tortoise.
Oh, I want a tortoise.
They are very cute.
I want one.
Yeah, I used to have like a pop-up shop in a department store in Newbury many years ago, and one of the girls in there was working, so it was a busy Saturday, and she was like, oh, could you take a footprint from my tortoise? I was like, I've never done it before, but we can give it a go. And she said, oh, I'll bring him in. So one of the next Saturdays I was in, a busy Saturday, she brought this little tiny tortoise called Weasley in.
Weasley, what name?
Yeah. And I've never seen a little tortoise up close, and I was like, how on earth am I going to do this, because all their feet are little spikes.
Yeah.
How am I going to do that? So we sort of tried using the inkless paper like I would with a paw print, and that didn't work. I thought, oh no, what am I going to do? And I had a crowd of people just looking at
watching,
me.
saying,
Like,
oh, what's he going to do?
Yeah, sweating a little bit, to be fair, in a busy department store. And then I thought, well, I'll try and take a print of his shell. Maybe I could do that in the silver, but that didn't work either. So I thought, right, I'm just going to literally stick his foot straight into the silver clay, like I would a fingerprint, basically.
Yeah.
And it took the unique spikes and the unique pattern of his foot, and she absolutely loved it. So I went on and made that and checked that on her Pandora bracelet. So yeah.
So people, if you're listening, if you have an unusual pet, llama, micro pig, tortoise, turtle, amphibian lizard, salamander, can immortalize their prints. So
another one I've done actually is I had an order from Etsy from New York from a squirrel, a rescue squirrel. So I've done a squirrel's footprint in a paw print stamp.
I love squirrels.
Well, this one, Thumbelina on Instagram, she's got like tens of thousands of followers. So she uses a paw print stamp to stamp all the thank you cards for the gifts she gets sent. It's genius.
Fantastic. I'm just going to go over to the comments. Morning, Alison. Alison says what you offer is a wonderful keepsake.
Thank you.
I agree with you there, Alison. I think it's a great way to immortalise.
Well, I'll show you the other jewellery actually, because I launched this another jewellery style, which is captures some of your pet's either fur or cremation ashes in silver resin. So this, you can see, is fur delicately layered inside. Yeah. And then inscribed on the back. So these I use with an engraver. So there's a professional engraver in Swindon that I use.
And these are all kind of available on your website as well. Yeah. Fantastic.
I'm going to be doing one of these later. So this has cremation ashes into the resin as well. Which is lovely. So that's been quite popular actually, because I've been asked for it for quite a while. But it's something that it took me quite a long time to get the design right and get the method right, and it had to be right, because some of it, there are lots of things out there, but they're not as they don't fit with the high-end, high-quality brand that I have, if that makes sense.
So, of course, you got to protect the brand, got to protect what you're offering.
And with what it is, it has to be absolutely spot on, because this is people's pets,
Attention to detail. I like you sound like a perfectionist. That's good.
I am.
That's good. Yeah. As long as it doesn't stop you from getting things done. But that's good.
Yes. In terms of the products and that, definitely perfectionist. I always want to make sure that I'd be absolutely delighted with anything that I send out, because myself, I know what it's like, So I've been pleased with the response to that story. Actually, I've had quite a lot of fans. They've got lots of other things. I've got this is your new thing, right? I've got to have this now as well, which is lovely, really.
Brilliant. So if somebody was looking to start a business right now, what 3 bits of advice would you share with them?
Definitely,
what they should consider.
Yeah, definitely. Don't do everything yourself. It's get a budget together to get someone to help you with, say, marketing if you're not brilliant at marketing, or building websites. Definitely get help as early as you possibly can. It's hard at the beginning, but if prioritize getting people to do things for you, because even if it's like logo design, you could spend hours trying to design something and it not really work very well, and obviously get somebody else to do it, and that's done. What else would I say? Focus on marketing. Marketing is the most important part of a business.
Lifeblood of the business.
It is, and there's so many different ways you can market as well. It's not just about social media. You can collaborate with local businesses. Like I work with some local vets, and that helps, because people might see the display in the vets, and then they might then also look at the leaflet, or they might see me on social media and think, and it's getting those
that connection, that joined up presence online with the consistency.
Definitely. And I'd get a business coach. That's always helped me massively. I'm part of a group coaching thing at the moment, which helps me a lot. It's a more affordable way of doing it, but also depending on your personality, like I quite like it because it gives me that accountability, not just with the coach, also with other people.
Yes.
You're on a Zoom and you're saying, right, well, I'm going to get this and this done this week. And then you've got your next Zoom next week and you're thinking, I haven't done that.
I ain't done that yet.
so I don't want to look like a Wally. You know, and you can get a bit competitive as well. Like I'll see somebody else in the group, oh, they're achieving loads. Like, well, I want to be like, I want to be the one this week going, fine, well, this is what I've achieved.
Yeah, absolutely get that.
So
Completely get that.
That definitely helps spur you on and think, well, no, I've got to get that, and or yeah, I want to be the one that's got this amazing share with people, and people look up and
look what she's doing. Yeah, it's great. I mean, you can't beat accountability. It does keep you on track. It makes you feel a little bit guilty, like you say. If you wake up that day and you think, oh, I've got my meeting, I ain't done it. Oh, hey, focus. Is there anything that the people watching who watch this on replay that they can do to help you right now? Is there anything that you need support on, or how can we support you going forward?
Telling people about it, to be honest, because the thing that breaks my heart the most is when people are in a position where they've lost their pet and they haven't had a chance to take a paw print, they didn't know about it. Some vets do take paw prints, and that's great, but not all of them do. But it's educating that I can work with loads of different paw prints. So I've done jewellery with paw prints left in concrete or Play-Doh, snow even. If you've got a photograph with a paw print on it, I can put it into jewellery for you, basically. So
fantastic.
It's kind of getting that education out there as well, to do it now while you've got the time.
While you've got the time.
Because people they put it off, or they think, oh, I'll do it when they're a bit older, and then you're not in that fit state. If your dog or your cat has been diagnosed with
you ain't thinking about paw prints, then you're thinking about how can I save?
And how can I survive this, and how can I help them, care for them. And it's really sad to know that people could have done something, and I know how much it helps to have that tangible keepsake. I'm doing one for a lady now, and she said, I just can't wait to have it in my hand so that I can just hold it all the time. And that's I hold my thumb on my bangle. We all do it, and
you can do that from an imprint in concrete, or okay, that's worth knowing.
Because or if you've got Play-Doh that you've popped your dog's paw print in, and it's from I've done it from photos of paws. So if you're really short on time, or you can find a photo where they're on their backs like this and they've got the paw showing, then I can do that as well.
Fantastic. Well, people, you have heard from Lisa Berry. So if you want to immortalize your fur baby, in fact, you should immortalize your fur baby. That's why they're called baby. Then make sure you get in touch with Lisa. She's going to drop all of her links in the comments underneath, social, website, where she's going to be, event page, the lot. Please support her going forward. Lisa, if there's anything that we can do for you in the future, please let us know. We are all here to help you. And people, I'm going to go now. I'll be back on Thursday. Liza Miles, writer, author. Join us, 11 a.m. Lisa, thank you very much. So it's good. So it's goodbye from me and goodbye from
Lisa.
I think it was Morecambe and Wise that did something like that, but I always get it wrong. Right, people, see you later. Lisa would have a debrief. Bye, people.
Bye.